One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Might be changing the route. To throw, it's Applewhite. Coming out aggressively. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Taking it the other way. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38.
Man, and I think you come out, Palmer, and you say, I want to be aggressive early and maybe take a shot, but that's not the shot they were talking about.
No, and give the defense credit because they watched film too, and they knew this offense might come out and want to be aggressive, and they were ready on the back end that time for that. They came into this game hyped up, ready to go. Great individual effort by that defender getting the pick.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air on second down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On the run, it's Carter. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball and he wants the offense to run.
There he goes. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Got his man on the right. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football soon.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt.
Decision time right here. I like going for it. You're playing on the road. You have an opportunity to take the crowd out of it a little bit here. Why not just line up quickly and just try to run the ball?
Yeah, stay aggressive. I mean, you want to shut these people up. You want to quiet them down, but field goals don't do that very often. Try to go for the touchdown right here.
The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. Quarterback keeps it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and you've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance.
Wide open, he makes the catch. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Applewhite. Dances away. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Well, just nowhere to go there, and it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got him downfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Young. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Using the quick game. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Leaves it with the back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Looking for the score. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Dogs!
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the 1st quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the 1st quarter and built a nice lead to get started. And no chance at a return here. They'll... this drive at their own 25. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. They'll try the run. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. The Noles come to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And his first pass is incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Skips away from pressure. Got his man on the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Zips it out to his man. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
The Seminoles line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Young. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Noles moving quickly to the line. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. He's moving out of the pocket. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Knocked down at the 3, and he was trying to take that interception to the house.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
The give to the back. Just ran over it. Finds a crevice and picks up 5 out to the 8.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a so the running back can get some positive yards.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Down to 2 minutes before the half. They'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Calls his own number. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
On the play. Good enough for a first down.
The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Lacy. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pulls in the deep ball. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
First down for the offense.
They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. A designed run for the quarterback. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Georgia going up tempo. You want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So chance to put something on the board before halftime. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. He wants to change this route. To the air on first down. Buying some time. He's going to fire into the gut of the defense. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Seminoles will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Bulldog offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
But how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Here's the handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Dropping back, it's Lacy. Bringing the heat. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. And the third down pass is incomplete.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate.
Oh, the fake! They snapped it to the up man. He's on the move. And the gamble works in their favor this time as they pick up the first down.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the first down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
Looking to throw on first down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Grab behind the line. It's White. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They'll send 3 wideouts left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Throws toward the end zone. And the throw and catch was good, but you got to do it in the field of play, and he couldn't quite keep that foot in bounds.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one you'd like to have back.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Seminoles in the hurry up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And the Seminoles will try to convert on 4th down. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, going to the air. Showing the arm strength to the left. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Florida State offense onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Off the play fake on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. This one's complete. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Quick completion on the out. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Rushes on him. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Under fire. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Offense facing 4th down.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
The Noles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. And that one's way too far for everybody.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Here we go, here we go. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. The Seminoles want to move quickly. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
So now it's 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, no! Great job by the back on the option.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things.
He wants to take the top off. Makes a grab for a big play. Right down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Dogs! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
No, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Going right to work up top. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week one, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Let's it fly. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop. that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Turning it on. Touchdown Bulldogs! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
45, Florida State, 10.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this.
Gets away from one, finds room. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Noles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Takes it the other way. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this DB.
2nd and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a way.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Quarterback adapted. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Seminoles want to pick up the tempo.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, this They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the counter. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still 1st and goal. Wants to pass. Going for 6. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Might be calling a hot route. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're gonna play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's White. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Jacobs. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well